Good morning, friends. Today, let us do some problems in 3D geometry. See, today our first problem is ABC are the three vertices of a triangle. ABC are the three vertices of a triangle. And the question is the direction cosines of internal angular bisector of angle BAC. We have to find the direction cosines of AD. We have to find the direction cosines of AD. See friends, AD is the angular bisector. AD is the angular bisector. We know angular bisector divides the opposite side in the ratio of the two sides in which the angle is inclined. So here D divides BC in the ratio of AB and AC. So we can find D. And once we find D, we can find direction ratios of AD and we can find directions cosines of AD. Here the thing is finding the coordinates of D. So D divides BC in the ratio of AB and AC. So let us find AB. Let us find AC. Then we get the ratio. Then we can find the coordinates of D, and thereafter we can find direction ratios and we can also find the direction cosines of AD. Okay friends, first let us find AB. See, root of 5 minus of minus 1, 6 square, 36 plus 0 minus 2 whole square, 4 plus minus 6 minus of minus 3 plus 3 minus 6 plus 3 minus 3 whole square, 9. So root 49, that is equal to 7. AB is equal to 7. And AC 0 minus 1 whole square, 1 plus 4 minus 2 whole square, 4 plus minus 1 of minus 3 plus 2 whole square, 4 root 9 that is equal to 3. So D divides BC in the ratio 7:3. Now we can find the coordinates of D. So that 7 into 0 plus 3 into 5 by 7 plus 3. 7 into 0 plus 3 into 5, 15 by 7 plus 3, 10. 15 by 10. I am finding the coordinates of D. This into this plus this into this by this plus this. Again 7 fours 28 plus 0, 28 by 10. 7 into minus 1 minus 7. 3 into minus 6 minus 18. Minus 7 minus 18 minus 25 by 10. So 5 twos, 5 threes, 2 5s, 2 14s, 5 2s, 5 5s. So the coordinates of D, coordinates of D are 3 by 2, 14 by 5, minus 7 by 2, minus 7 by 2. These are the coordinates of D. This can be one question. So finding the coordinates of D can be one question. So this is one question. And now our job is finding the direction cosines of AD. First let us find the direction ratios. Then we can find the direction cosines of AD. Now we got the vertices of D. So direction ratios, DRs of AD. AD 3 by 2 minus of minus 1, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. So 3 by 2 minus of minus 1, 3 by 2 plus 1, comma 4 by 5 minus 2, 14 by 5 minus 2, minus 7 by 2 plus 3, These are the direction ratios. 3 plus 2, 5 by 2, 14 minus 10, 4 by 5, 6 minus 7 minus 1 by 2. These are the direction ratios of AD. This can be the another question. So now we are finding the direction cosines. So here 3 questions are included. Finding the vertices of D can be one question in your MSET. And finding the direction ratios of perpendicular by angular bisector, that can be another question. We are finding the direction cosines. Now let us find the direction cosines of AD. Okay friends, direction cosines, DCs of AD. Friends, I find only one direction cosine. At home you find the another direction, two direction cosines. Okay friends, so then we know direction ratios. Finding the direction cosines is not a problem. So these are proportional to direction cosines are proportional to direction ratios. So 5 by 2 by root of this square plus this square, that is 25 by 4 plus 16 by 25 plus 1 by 4, that is equal to 5 by 2 by root of LCM say 100, 4 25 625 plus 25 4 16s 64 plus 4 25 25. So that is equal to 5 by 2 into root of 100, 10 by root of 625 plus 25, 650 plus 64, 714. So 2 5s, 25 by root 714. 25 by root 714 is one direction cosine. Friends, you do at home. You find the other two direction cosines and other two direction cosines. Okay, friends. This question. This question includes 3 questions. Finding the vertices of, includes one. That is coordinates of D. That is important thing because one geometry principle is involved here, because D divides BC in the ratio AB is to AC. So find AB, find AC, then D divides BC in the ratio 7:3. Accordingly, you can find D. After finding D, you can find the direction ratios. You can find the direction ratios of AD. Direction ratios of AD, you know, x2 minus x1 plus y2 minus 7 comma z2 minus z1. And after that, this direction ratio cosines are pi by 2 by root of this square plus this square plus this square. Okay, friends, that is first question. That is our first question today. Okay, friends, let us see the second problem. The coordinates of ABC are 1, 8, 4, the coordinates of ABC are 1, 8, 4, 0, minus 11, 4, and 2, minus 3, 1. These are the coordinates of ABC. The coordinates of a point D, which is foot of the perpendicular from A on BC. See, D is the foot of the perpendicular. D is the foot of the perpendicular from the vertex A. Our question is the coordinates of point D. Finding the coordinates of point D. See, let us assume the coordinates of point D. Say LMN are the coordinates of point D. This is simple question, friends. AD is perpendicular to BC. Since D is the foot of the perpendicular from vertex A, AD is perpendicular to BC. See, since AD is perpendicular to BC, AD is perpendicular to BC. See, if the direction ratios of AD, are A1, A2, A3 and B1, B2, B3 are direction ratios of BC, then or A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2. See that the direction ratios of AD, as say A1, B1, C1, and the direction ratios of BC, A2, B2, C2, then we know the condition AD perpendicular to BC, A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. Right, friends? A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. So our task is simple. We can find the direction ratios of BC. We can also find the direction ratios of AD, and we can find LMN by the given options. Okay, friends. So now the direction ratios of DRs of AD. direction ratios of AD, L minus 1, M minus 8, N minus 4. These are the direction ratios of AD, and direction ratios of BC. Direction ratios of BC. Direction ratio of BC. See 2 minus 0, 2, comma, minus 3, minus of minus 11, plus 11, minus 3 plus 11, 8, comma, 1 minus 4, minus 3. So, we know the direction ratios of AD, we know the direction ratios of BC, we know the condition. So, A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 is equal to 0. So, now let us do that. 2 into L minus 1, 2 into L minus 1 plus 8 into M minus 8 minus 3 into N minus 4 is equal to 0. See, 2L minus 2 plus 8M minus 64 minus 3N plus 12 is equal to 0. 2L plus 8M minus 3N. See, minus 64, 12 minus 2, 10, minus 64 plus 10, minus 54 is equal to 0. So, after doing this, friends, after applying this condition, you go for answer choices. You go for options. Which option will satisfy this equation? Which option will satisfy this equation? See, this is the option, friends, 4, 5, minus 2. 4, 5, minus 2. This option will satisfy. Let us check. 2 into 4, 8. 2 into 4, 8. Plus 8 into 5, 40. 8 into 5, 40. Minus, n is the minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 2. Plus 6. Minus 54. So, 8 plus 40, 48 plus 6, 54. 54 minus 54 is equal to 0. So, this option will satisfy. So, instead of finding D in other way, better go by options. We know the condition. So, simply apply the condition and verify with the options. Which option will satisfy this equation? So, 4, 5 minus 2 option will be there. So, this option will satisfy this equation. Okay, friends. Now, let us see another problem. Okay, friends. Let us see the next problem. See two lines, x minus 1 by 2, is equal to y plus 1 by 3, that is equal to z minus 1 by 4. This line, x minus 1 by 2, y plus 1 by 3 and z minus 1 by 4, and x minus 3 by 1 is equal to y minus k by 2, that is equal to z by 1. These two lines, if these two lines intersect, what is the value of k? It's a simple problem, friends. Since these two lines intersect, then these two lines are coplanar. These two lines intersect. If these two lines intersect, these two lines are coplanar and there exists a common point. there exists a common point through which these two lines pass. Right friends? Since these are intersecting, these two lines are coplanar and there exists a common point, through which these two lines pass. And by doing that we can find the value of k. Okay friends, let us see. Say, let us assume this is equal to small a and this is equal to small b. Then we get x here and we also get x here. So we know that there exists a common point. So we can equate those two things and we get the equations in a and b. Thereby we can find the value of k. From this equation, x is equal to 2a plus 1. X is equal to 2a plus 1. From this equation, x is equal to b plus 3. X is equal to b plus 3. From this equation, y is equal to 3a minus 1. 3a minus 1. And here y is equal to 2b plus k. 2b plus k. And here z is equal to 4a plus 1. And here z is equal to b. Z is equal to 1 into b. So there exists a common point. So this is equal to this. 2a plus 1 is equal to b plus 3. It implies 2a minus b is equal to 2. This is one equation. And let us take here by equating z, 4a plus 1 is equal to b, 4a minus b, or we can equate b. B is equal to 4a plus 1. We can substitute b is equal to 4a plus 1 here. Friends, see, 2a plus 1 is equal to b plus 3. B is equal to 4a plus 1. 4a plus 1 plus 3. It implies 2a is equal to 1 plus 3. 4 minus 4 plus 1 minus 3. A is equal to minus 3 by 2, friends. A is equal to minus 3 by 2. Let us find b. B is equal to 4a plus 1. 4 into minus 3 by 2. Minus 12 by 2. 4 into a minus 3 by 2. Minus 12 by 2 plus 1 is equal to b. Minus 6 plus 1. Minus 5. B is equal to minus 5. So we know a, we know b, and by equating these two we can find k. Okay friends. So 2b plus k is equal to 3a minus 1. K is equal to 3a minus 1 minus 2b. 3a minus 1 minus 2b. So this is equal to 3 into a minus 3 by 2. 3 into minus 3 by 2 minus 9 by 2. Minus 9 by 2 minus 1 minus 2b. B minus 5. Minus into minus 5. Minus into minus plus 2b 10. This is equal to 2 LCM minus 9 minus 2 plus 20. 20 minus 11. 20 minus 11, 9. K is equal to 9 by 2, friends. K is equal to 9 by 2. So if these two lines intersect like this, you can find the value of k. This question is important for your MCET. Okay friends, let us see the next problem. Next problem, friends. The distance of the point -1 to 5 -1 to 5. The distance of this point from the line which passes through 3, 4, 5, which passes through say 3, 4, 5, passes through 3, 4, 5, and whose direction cosines are proportional to, say this is line AB, say this is point P, this is point P, and we have to find the distance. We have to find the distance from this point to the line AB, The direction cosines are AB. The direction cosines of AB are proportional to 2 minus 3, 6. 2 minus 3, 6. These are direction cosines are proportional to 2 minus 3, 6. This is the given data, friends. We have to say this is N, say this is N. We have to find the distance from P to N, AB is the line, passing through 3, 4, 5, and the direction cosines of AB, are proportional to 2, minus 3, 6. 2, minus 3, 6. Now we have to find the distance Pn. Friends, this is a right angle triangle. So Pn we can easily find. Root of AP square minus AN square. That is first thing. Root of AP square. From this and this we can find AP. So root of AP square minus AN square. So now our target is finding AN. Friends, AN is the projection of AP. AN is the projection of AP. So we can find AN. AN is projection of AP on the line AB. Projection of AP on the line AB. So friends, if PN is perpendicular, now we can find the length of AN. We know one formula, friends. Say this is small ABC and this is small xyz, and the projection of AP on the line whose direction cosines are proportional. When direction cosines are say LMN, then AN is equal to L into x minus A plus M into y minus B plus N into Z minus C. This formula we know. LMN are direction cosines, and A, ABC, B, P, X, Y, Z. Then the projection an is equal to L into x minus a plus m into y minus b plus z L into z minus c. We know ABC, we know xyz, we know ABC and we know xyz. Now one point is given. The direction cosines of this line, are proportional to 2 comma minus 3 comma 6. So direction cosines of AB, basis of AB, direction cosines of AB is equal to 2 by root of this square plus this square plus this square, 4 plus 9, 13 plus 13 and 49, 7 comma minus 3 by 7 comma 6 by 7. These are the direction cosines. Of AB. Now let us find AN. AN is equal to L into x minus a. 2 by 7 into this minus this. 3 minus of minus 1. 4 plus minus 3 by 7 into 4 minus 2. 2 plus 6 by 7 into 5 minus 5, 0. Fine. So 8 by 7, 4 into 2, 8 by 7 minus 6 by 7, that is equal to 8 minus 6, 2 by 7. Friends, the AN, the length of AN is equal to 2 by 7. The length of AP we can find. AP is equal to root of 3 minus of minus 1 whole square, 16 plus 4 minus 2 plus 5 minus 0 whole square. So AP is equal to root 20. AP is equal to root 20, friends. AP is equal to root 20. AN is equal to 2 by 7. Now we want PN. PN is equal to root of AP square, that is 20 minus AN square, 4 by 49. Right, friends? So root 20 root of AP square minus AN square, 4 by 49. This is equal to root of 49 twos, 980 minus 4 by 49, that is equal to 976. Root of 976 by 49 root 7. So root of 976 by 7, root of 976 by 9, PN length, that is perpendicular distance, root of 976 by 7. Okay friends, problem is simple. The thing is, we have to find projection. For projection we have formula. Projection of a line segment on a line. Is equal to L into x minus a plus m into y minus b plus n into z minus c, where L, M, N are direction cosines of this line, and x, A, B, C are this, x, y, z are this. So here direction cosines are proportional to 2 minus 3, 6. Therefore we can find direction cosines 2 by 7 minus 3 by 7, 6 by 7. Okay friends, so that is this problem. This problem is important for you. Okay friends, let us do some more problems in tomorrow's session. Okay, have a nice day.